Welcome to Storytime with Tallulah. Today's reading comes from r/RelationshipAdvice. Our first story is titled, My Sister's Behavior Towards My Boyfriend is Horrendous. I'm a 20-year-old female, she's a 28-year-old female, and my boyfriend is a 21-year-old male. This is going to be long. I'm warning you, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm shaking. I need to write it down and hear some advice. My sis is just so creepy towards my boyfriend. I can't take it anymore. She was really spoiled by my parents when she was young because she was their first child. She always wants everything, and when we were little, she always used to steal my toys, books, clothes, etc. I was never allowed to touch any of her things, but she constantly stole my stuff and was always rude to me. My mom, for some reason, has always preferred her over me, and thus most of the time I was told to let it go. Due to this, I have lots of resentment towards her, and I don't really like her. I'm honestly sick of her behavior, and I just want some peace and quiet in my house. My mom called me 2 weeks ago pleading to let my sis stay with me because she doesn't have a job right now, and she can't stay alone during quarantine. Both my parents are high risk. My mom has heart problems and my dad is asthmatic, so I thought I should let her stay with me and my boyfriend instead of letting her go to my parents in case she infects them. There's been a few cases where she is, so I didn't want to risk it. Now, I'm honestly starting to regret it. Her behavior is creepy and strange and downright disgusting. First of all, she doesn't respect me at all. She's constantly ignoring me while having long talks with my boyfriend. She doesn't leave my boyfriend alone. She flirts with him and constantly tries to touch him by using cheap tricks. When we watch movies, she pushes me away and tries to snuggle with my boyfriend. She slaps his butt when he walks by and loudly tells him how he has a perky little butt. She also runs her fingers through his hair every day saying, "Whoa, your hair is so soft," and some crap like that. What the F? These are all just excuses to touch him. She just needs a chance. Another thing she does is ask him if he has abs so she can touch his torso. Or say, "Did you see this thing I lost? Maybe it's in your pocket, let me see," and proceed to pat his thighs. One time, she wanted help with hooking her bra and she just effing walks out in her underwear. She came to our room and my boyfriend was in the bathroom. The logical thing to do is just effing ask me, I'm her sister. But what does she do? She just waits for my boyfriend and asks him instead, even though I'm sitting right there. I think I looked very upset because my boyfriend just told her no and she went back to her room. She didn't try that again. This is not even all. My boyfriend and I can't even talk to each other without her interrupting us. She barges into our room with no warning. A few days ago, we were trying to smash, and I don't know how the F she realized it and started banging on the door claiming to have a headache. I opened the door and asked her what was wrong. I told her I had pills for it, but she just said she doesn't trust me and she wanted to talk to my boyfriend instead. After disturbing us, she was suddenly completely fine and her headache disappeared miraculously. She just came into our bedroom and started talking to my boyfriend. We were literally half naked and there was no way she didn't know. This is driving me crazy. What does she want? Why is she like this? It's not like I didn't talk to her. I was so angry she interrupted us because she has been doing this since she came here. I was feeling horny and angry. I just told her to get out and that we needed some time alone. I don't want to go into details, but we had a small argument and she started crying. The thing is, she never accepts it. She's completely blind to what she's doing. She denies doing it and sheds tears, which ends up making me feel bad instead. My boyfriend is so uncomfortable by all of this, he just looks exhausted all the time. He's trying his best to be nice, but she's all over him at the time. He's usually very introverted, shy, quiet. He's not very confrontational, and I know this is bothering him. When I talked to him about it, he just commented that it was a bad idea to invite her to stay here. He also said not to invite her ever again. I want to know why she is like this. How can I make her see what she's doing? I'm done dealing with her. I don't want to see her ever again, but she's my parents' favorite child, and no matter how hard I try, I can never escape her. Whenever I try to cut contacts with her, my mom calls me and begs me to forgive her. My mom doesn't want to see her daughters fighting with each other, and she always says how she wants us to be together forever. But I can't do this. How am I supposed to deal with this? Can someone please tell me? My mom is always taking my sister's side in everything, and it's always me who has to be understanding and smart and older when I'm the younger one here. Please tell me I'm not overreacting. How do I make my mom and sister realize that I'm sick of dealing with this? Well, that's pretty nuts. That's totally unacceptable. It sounds like your sister's got some issues and she's trying to do that to your I don't know. I mean, it's good that your boyfriend said no to the bra thing, but he should have also set a boundary for all the other touching stuff. I think what she's doing is totally unacceptable. It's kind of crazy that you do this thing where you let her come over just to help, your parents not have risk. And then she pulls that. I don't know. That's just blatant disrespect to me. And I think that's not okay. But your boyfriend should also be saying something too. Like, hey, stop touching me and don't snuggle with me. Like if he's allowing her to cuddle with him, I mean, come on, there's got to be something there too. I think you should look into that. Okay. Our next story is an update about this story. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. This is the update to the 20-year-old female dealing with her 28-year-old female sister who is hitting on the 21-year-old male boyfriend. All right. I'm on mobile. I apologize for any mistakes. Hi. First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your help. I'm really grateful for the support I've received here, and all those little messages some of you sent me really made me understand the situation I was in. The many, many comments I read here gave me the strength I needed to talk to my sister. Thank you guys. I should probably tell you that this might not be the perfect bad A ending you all were expecting, and I apologize for that. I've always had a hard time standing up against my sister. Like I said in my original post, my boyfriend doesn't like confrontations either, and he's also a huge people pleaser, which makes the situation harder for both of us. Nevertheless, I finally decided to talk to my sister yesterday. She was actually sitting in my living room in her underwear and bra, and I completely lost my crap. I told her multiple times to wear some clothes, but she said it was too hot, which it was not. She then made a small comment about me being insecure about my boyfriend liking her or something like that, and that made me angry. I sat her down and we talked. I told her she was making me uncomfortable. She was making my boyfriend uncomfortable, and we wanted her to leave. She looked very shocked by it because I don't think I have ever talked to her like that. She immediately apologized though. She said she didn't know or some BS, which I wasn't going to fall for this time. I gave her an ultimatum. She needed to pack her crap and get out in 3 hours. She looked very emotional and she apologized a lot, said sorry a lot, and told me she loved me. She said she would never intentionally try to hurt me. If I misunderstood her actions, it wasn't her fault. She kept saying she didn't know. She said she was just trying to be friendly to my boyfriend, which is not true at all. I asked her if sexually harassing someone was friendly to her, and she started crying. By this time, my boyfriend, who was in our bedroom, avoiding my sister and her skimpy clothing, came to support me. She kind of directed her questions towards him. She asked him if she was making him uncomfortable. He said yes, and she cried and apologized. She then tried to gain his sympathy by saying that I was kicking her out when she had no place to go. She also lied that I was always mean to her. She completely ignored me and asked him if she could stay. She had nowhere else to go. Of course he said no. What the F did she think? I will forever remember the look on her face. So yeah, she actually refused to leave, cried a lot, and said she was jobless and she didn't have money, no place to stay, no friends, etc. I told her she had no friends because she was a B. The first time I said something like this to my sister, she then tried to guilt trip me to let her stay by repeating the words, I'm your sister, family, I love you, etc. Me and my boyfriend helped her pack all her stuff and put it next to her car. I told her that she can stay in her car. I didn't care. I wanted her to go. It wasn't really epic like some of you wanted. I was actually crying a little while I was shouting at her because I was shaking so much. At one point, my boyfriend had to tell me to calm down. It was just so overwhelming. I'm just glad she's gone. She did leave eventually. She was calling someone and I'm pretty sure she went back to her own flat. Thank God she's not going to my parents because I don't think she knows how to quarantine. I know she won't quarantine and this was the main reason I was hesitant to kick her out. 2 to 3 hours later, after she left, my mom called me and yelled at me for kicking her out. I shouldn't have been shocked when she accused my boyfriend of bothering my sister. My mom also asked me what kind of man I was dating. I should leave him, etc. I should have expected that, really. I tried to reason with her, but my mom was just angry at me. She asked me things like, how can you do this to your own sister? And similar BS she should be asking my sister. At that point, I was so effing angry, I was in tears and shaking. I told her to F off in anger and hung up. It was just a weird day. I'm proud of myself for finally standing up to my sister, but I also don't really feel like getting up from my bed. My boyfriend is back to his cheerful self and I'm happy about that, but I just feel like such an idiot. I should have realized my mom would never take my side a long time ago. I just don't understand what I did to make my mom so angry at me. Why doesn't she love me? I have done everything she asked me to do, but she never takes my side in things. I just want her to effing love me and support me for once. It just never happens and I feel like I'm an effing idiot for even trying. I think she regrets I was even born. Anyway, F that, I'm done trying to reason with them. My mom will never believe me. Pretty sure my sister lied to her, so mom keeps calling and trying to speak to my boyfriend. I'm currently thinking of cutting off all my family. All they do is make me feel like crap. I deserve better than that. My boyfriend deserves better than that. I apologize for venting. What's done is done. I don't regret it. I'm glad I have my boyfriend and he loves me unlike my family, and we finally have some alone time. He's been so moody, but right now he's actually cooking and stuff, and he hasn't done that ever since sister came here, so yeah. I'm glad she's gone. My boyfriend is glad she's gone. I finally have some peace and quiet at my home. Thank you so much to everyone. I don't think I can thank you all enough. Some of you talked to me, sent me messages, and it really opened my eyes. I'll take care of myself and my boyfriend now. Thank you. Edit. Thank you, everyone. I've been reading your comments. I'm still shocked by the support I've received here. Please know that I appreciate it so much, even though I may not be able to reply. Thank you. Wow, what a long story today. Well, it sounds like it didn't, I mean, I guess it worked out that she's gone, but it didn't work out like to where you feel okay because you're still guilted by your parents. I can't believe your sister would lie and say that your boyfriend was making moves. I don't know. That's just ridiculous. I think your boyfriend should have set boundaries. The whole like, oh, he doesn't like confrontation. That's ridiculous. No, it's like if she's making moves on you, or on him and he didn't say anything, I still think that's unacceptable. He should have said, no, I'm not cuddling with you. Like, oh, I'm not confrontational, so I'm gonna totally cheat on you. Like, that's not an excuse. But she's gone, and I'm glad you didn't kick her out to send her to her parents, because risking your parents' life over that, I don't know, that's just a weird dilemma. So it's good that she has a place to go. It's unfortunate that she lied to your mom, and I don't know. I mean, it seems like your mom picks favorites, and that's unfortunate. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. And hopefully that changes, but I mean, just try and feel better, you know? Just give it some time. Try not to deal with it. Just, you know, deal with what you're going through right now with life, not with that circumstance. And then I think you'll get through it. I think with time it'll mull over. It'll be okay. Hopefully, though, that you and your boyfriend stay together, because if you break up, which is very possible, especially you know, it just happens, then that's gonna suck that you went through all that just for him to leave. Anyways, I wish you the best. I hope everything works out with you and your family, and thank you all for tuning in. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you enjoy these types of videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell for notifications so you know when more videos come out. Thank you all for your continued support. It means a lot. If you'd like to join the Discord, the link for that's in the description below, along with all of my other social media links if you'd like to follow me on other places on the internet. Hope you're staying safe out there, and with that being said, we'll see you next time.